Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Atlanta Dreamin' Podcast. I'm Joshua Welch, ENFP Hoops, and I'm joined by, as always, by AmbeeWrites. And Amber, we had our biggest comeback victory in franchise history. So,
Man.
it's something. It was not pretty at times, but
Boy,
we won.
was it not. Yeah. But we're here. We got the dub. That's all that matters. But was it
It really
stressful?
is.
Was it stressful? Absolutely. It was so stressful.
It really was.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot to discuss. But
Yes.
what I'm hoping, first of all, is
Mm-hmm.
the jam-packed crowd. Like they're close to selling out the first 5 games. I know that the next game against the Fever sold out, and then the Aces is sold out, and the next 3 are pretty close. What I was
Mm-hmm.
talking about that I wanted, because we have such a dynamic lineup, and yeah, I think that's going to get the players going. Do you feel the same
Mm-hmm.
way, or are you more concerned that it's going to turn the right way? Like, how are you feeling?
Man, I feel like, ooh, like I'm actually excited to see how it's gonna shake out these next few games. Just because like once you get that first home game under your belt, that just kind of like breeds a different type of competition, and they play it really well at home. So I'm
We
hoping
did.
that turns a leaf.
Me
I'm
too,
hoping,
because
yeah.
both games,
Mhm.
getting down to close to 20 points in the first half in both games is not
Mhm.
what we pictured.
Yeah.
But
At all.
something that carried over from last season is, like,
Mhm.
we don't quit.
Very true.
So like this team, we continue to play the way we want to, and I'm gonna show like a top of my few of my favorite highlights from the game and everything. But we were
Mhm.
talking about Nas
Mhm.
before the season, that she was going to have an impact. We love what we saw at AU,
Yes.
and like, I normally don't like using football terms, but I just feel like this fits really well. Like, Nas Hillman felt like a tight end to me
Mhm.
yesterday. Like, just the person people
Definitely.
were comfortable going to. She was Haley's first bucket. She was Ari's first bucket after she came back in. Like,
Mhm.
she was dependable. Like, 9 of our 11 first points in the second half. Like,
Yep.
if it was her best game as a pro. And oh, it was so great to see. And man,
Mhm.
I want her to have that starting 4 role next season, and she's on her way. Like, how did you feel
Definitely.
about Nasa's game last night?
Man, you already know I go up for my niece anyway. I love
Yeah,
Nas. I love Nas. I think that she is really coming into her own as a player. She's finding her role and she's doing it so well. Like I am super proud of the player that she's becoming. It's
me too.
crazy. For all y'all that don't know, she's not really my niece. I just claim her. So, but like seriously, like she is like really coming into her own as a player, and like her being around all these great rebounders, and like she was already a great rebounder, but like Mo Billings is also a great rebounder, and having
Yeah,
those like type of vets around you always rubs off on you.
it does.
So I'm super excited to see how it
Me
goes.
too. And just her leadership level, like how she
Yes.
talks, like in
Yeah,
interviews, like she just says all the right things. Like,
she
future
does.
coach, no doubt, future captain. Just,
Mhm.
man, I'm so excited for her career. And Terrence, thanks for coming in. And love me or not, or let me leave. I agree with you. Like, before I watched the game, I was like, what's going to help me is lowering my expectations to
Mhm.
start and letting them prove themselves. But I realized I'm not at that point.
I feel
Like,
that.
we still have not had a complete game for Ryan, Alicia, and Cheyenne, who we talked about all the
Mhm.
time, are like our core 3. They have not been
Mhm.
going at the same time yet. And
Nope.
just, like, it's going to happen. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. We're going to catch someone off guard. This is going to sound a little weird, Amber. I'm a little excited that we started off a little cold, because those teams that we have after these next 2 games are going to underestimate our star power a little bit. We're going to guard because they are going to get in the rhythm. And again, I think it starts at home. But yeah, I'm still bullish on this season being really good and us being able to be competing for home court advantage. Do you still have the same level of confidence, or are you more wait and see?
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to say that I'm not in the mind of us getting a home playoff spot, because I could definitely see it happening. We have the potential to do that. But I'm not gonna say it's a wait and see. It's more like I need them to show and prove that they are that type of team.
I get what you're saying in the difference.
Yeah. If they go ahead and lock in and play to their potential, we won't even be having this type of conversation come July, August, and September.
No.
We won't even be having this conversation. Like, it'll already be. It'll just be the standard. And that's what I want to see.
Exactly.
Once we get rolling, then I'll like just add to the fire. Because the fire will already be rolling. But like I have every bit of confidence in this team. They haven't really, like, even with those slow starts that we've had, I still am in a good spot. I feel like they, sometimes you slow out the gate. Sometimes things just don't come together right away. But they have no quit, and that's a scary thing.
Not at all. Yeah, it really is. We could have won that Wings game too. Just a couple plays go a different way. So yeah. So I just, we get it now. Coach Wright teams don't quit. You know what? Well, we know that. We knew it from last season. Now show us that you can knock off the big teams and have complete games. You've shown the fan base, don't quit on them, never turn them off. But now let's just show them we can be good from the get-go. And yes, love me or let me leave, we are going to be talking about point guard play for sure. And Glenn, thanks for joining too. But what's more concerning for you, or it could be just both flowing into each other, but our slow starts on offense where we feel like we don't have a rhythm or purpose, or defensive lapses where the Lynx last night were getting open shots and the Wings with especially Sabley in the first game?
Yeah.
What's more concerning for you, or are they equally worrisome?
They are both equally worrisome, but I might give the edge maybe on defense, because I feel like what we've been able to hang our hats on in the past has been defense, and I'm just not seeing it these first couple of games. Like, second half, they lock in, but they still give up so many open shots, right?
Yeah.
And with teams that they have coming up, like the Aces and the Liberty, like, they're gonna move the ball around.
Yes, they are.
If they move the ball around, we're gonna be in hell, because we chasing the ball instead of like actually locking in on their man. Like, it's everybody's so wide open. Even against these teams that are not good, it's like,
no, this
what are y'all doing?
I think the Sky are better than I expected.
Yeah,
but they blew out the Lynx, and they had a comfortable lead most of that time. Yeah. No reason we shouldn't have done the same. That's all I'll say.
Exactly.
Because we're more talented. So yeah.
Yeah, we're having so many defensive lapses, and that's very, very concerning.
I agree. No, I saw a thread by Nikias on like he was focusing on like our defensive rotations. And yeah, I saw what he was saying, like just how players were getting open, just a little bit of ball movement, and all of a sudden they had an open shot. Like, and it can't be that way. We have so much talent. But one thing that's really promising, and we talked about this before the season, if Ryan or Alicia are not having a good shooting game, you are going to get contributions in every other way still. They are still locked in. The first game, it was Alicia who was struggling from the floor and made a huge impact. And then Ryan, the second game, where the
Yes.
shots weren't falling, and she made some big plays. That interception late,
Yes.
like, gosh, I'm telling you again, we have not seen anywhere close to what they can do at the same time, and it's gonna come. It's not if it's
Very
gonna
scary.
come, it will.
When. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Alicia's so happy to be here. Like,
Yes.
she didn't go fully into it, but she just talked about being used properly and being like a vocal point. And yeah, this is her
As she
all-star
should
season.
be.
Like, no
It
doubt
could very
she's
well
going to be in
be.
that all-star game. 25
Yes.
points, like, man.
She's looking amazing. She's looking amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really, really excited to see, like, when the two of them actually piece together a complete game and both of them are hot at the same time. That is gonna be like the scariest thing.
Yeah.
Is seeing
No
both of them
kidding.
locked in on both ends of the floor, especially on offense. Like, that's gonna be insane. I'm waiting for the day when both of them lock in like that. So I'm excited.
And I had like Ryan being like our most underrated passer, but Alicia's been our most underrated passer so far. She's made some good feats. Like,
yes. She's putting in work, and I love it. I love to see players contribute in other ways, and she's really been showing up and showing out in the games. You know, she always does, but like just getting to see that in an Atlanta uniform has been great for me.
Amazing.
Yes.
And Terrence, I agree with you. Ari is really good at fighting through screens, and like her, it's amazing how big she feels at times on defense. Like, she's really good at contesting shots. Again, like you brought up turnovers, and it's not even exact turnovers is what I wanted to talk to you, Amber, and watching the game again. I only watched the second half. I didn't want to watch the first again.
Yeah, the first half didn't happen.
But it's just like making the initial read, like the first pass is so crucial. Like, so I don't know, like the 6 turnovers were great. Like, she made some good plays, like especially like she got taken out early in the second half, and then when she came back, like that's when I felt like she really turned it on and only had a couple mistakes from there. But at the time she was struggling, like just like forced passes, like not leaving players with room. Like it just stalls you on offense to reaching the level we want. So that's the biggest thing I'm wanting to see from our point guard position. Like, they lead the offense, and like,
but you know, I always felt like she's just a 2 in a point guard's body. She's just small. That's the only reason I feel like we push her as a point guard. I really would rather see her at the 2.
Me too.
Honestly, you know, in this situation, I mean, it's almost like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, or vice versa. It's just like I can see the intent. Like, she can make good passes, but running an offense is not really her forte, which is
not
fine.
yet, at least.
Exactly, not yet. Like, she makes some pretty sound reads, but it's a lot of passes where I'm like, what are you doing? It's not a knock on her at all.
No,
it's just her style of play. It just doesn't fit, you know. But
we lost Amber for a second, but yeah, I get the direction she was going. Like, she contributes so much. Like, she's an excellent defender. She brings that energy. Just want to see it fully come together. And it's just her size. You want her to be. Yeah, I could see her being a better 2 than a 1, like you were saying.
Yeah, it's just, that's all it is. But I think that was Greg did mess with my stuff.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh yeah. We weren't even talking. Well, we did talk about the Wings a little earlier that we could have won that game. So our bad.
We did. You know, Greg he comes in and snatches the Wi-Fi sometimes, and he also exits out of stuff. But you know, it's fine. But I was just gonna say, like, I really want to see her mold more as a playmaker. She's doing a lot better than last year, but it's just I really, really, really would love for her to play her natural position. I really would.
I do too. Even at Arizona, I agree with you. Love me or let me leave. I felt like she was a better 2 with like how she played. And D-Rob, Lakin, and Terrence, we have not gotten any updates. Like it just shows out. Yeah, I don't expect to get a time frame because we didn't get those the last couple years. We just go with the flow. Right now she's out, so we hope she's back soon. She seems like she's in good spirits, but yeah, we have no idea.
Absolutely.
I thought Haley played good. I don't know, like I felt like she had more. And again, this isn't like a complete knock. I'm just saying, like, I feel Haley's closer to a true point guard.
Yeah,
like there was one sequence where she made like purposeful moves. Like there was a little spin move, and then it wasn't like a great pass from there, but she looked she looked for the drive first, looked for the inside pass. It wasn't there. It just, she needed to like, and then she made like just the easy read from there, and then we got a bucket. And Sue, like, she can make good passes. It's just, I feel like Aries a better 2, like Amber was saying, like how she plays.
Yeah.
Like just,
she would make an excellent 2. It's just that she's undersized, really.
Yeah.
It's really all it is. They don't want to use her, they don't want to put her in a tough position, especially defensively, but like she plays way bigger than 5'6". I
agree.
Just gonna put it out there. She plays
like
way
the
bigger
size,
than that.
like the amount of area that she takes, like it seems like she takes up on defense is phenomenal. I wish I could do that at the grocery store or whatever. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I feel you.
So,
but back to Haley real quick.
Yeah,
Haley is definitely, like, I'm really high on her running the offense. Like, it just looked a lot different to me in those few minutes that we got. It looked different when she was out there on the floor. Like, the ball didn't stick as much. She made great reads, and her ball handling is great as well. So I'm kind of in the mind of like maybe we just give her the space to do what she can do. I feel like I'm comfortable letting her kind of like find it out, figure it out. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna be extended.
I would want more minutes.
Yeah,
like, I see
at least at first.
Man. And we're not trying to rag on Arisu. Like, we're just saying, like, we don't see her as like a true point guard. Like, we love what she contributes to the team. We love the energy that she provides.
Exactly. She's a great player. It's just, I feel like she's just playing out of position. I would rather see her at the 2, but I feel like, honestly, like,
because we love what she brings.
Exactly.
Yeah, she brings a lot of energy to this team, and she has a role. I'm just saying, when she comes in, I prefer her at the 2 than the 1.
Yeah, it just it looks better. Like when she's out there hunting her own shot, that looks amazing. When she gets it in rhythm, and when she's not like, I'm not gonna say forcing it, but like she's one of those players that she needs the ball in her hands and she needs to be able to score. And if you have a score first mentality, sometimes they don't always bode well with you being a passer as well.
Yeah.
You know,
and I do think she had a good second half. Like, again, the second time that she came in the second half, she played much better and was passing to her teammates better. But
yeah,
just
when she's hunting her
the
shot,
beginnings of both
great.
games, like it hasn't been there. I know it's not just her either, but
yeah, it's not just her.
Yeah,
we got a lot more problems. Yeah,
but
we got a lot of problems we need to clean up. But she's such
I have
we can
the
see
looks,
her potential.
I like the looks Haley's gone. It's just, again, we're only getting small glimpses, and I honestly was expecting, like, before we went to the season, we were expecting at minimum like 15 minutes of her getting in, and yesterday was her season high with 10. So
yeah, We're working our way up. I'm
Yeah, and
excited to
Terrence,
see
the
her
last
get more.
couple minutes of the game, like especially that
Yes.
3-pointer, like
Oh yeah.
incredible. So
It
like
was
that was a
beautiful work.
lot of fun.
Mhm.
So
It was great, and it was in rhythm. And we fuss about Erin because we love her and we want her to do great.
it's
That's
true.
really all it is. Like, we really just want her to like flourish because she's played like she's saved our asses in plenty of games, which is,
It's
let's
true.
be
And
serious.
it's
But
anybody on the like everybody on the dream, like we want them to do
yeah,
good. We love this team. So
exactly. But yeah, I would love to see Haley get a shot at some more playing time because I can see, like, you know how we talk about the eye test, like she looks good, even though she's had limited time. Like, she's looked really
mhm.
really good,
I
I
agree.
must say.
I
Hmm.
agree. And Ryan had a great pass. I agree with you. That
Yes,
was
that was
a
a beautiful pass. It really was.
and that's what we were talking about too. Like
Mhm.
something I'm not seeing enough, and we brought up over and over throughout the game.
Mhm.
When we drive to the basket, you do not need to shoot there or do another inside
Mm.
pass. You can dish it back out. That's something I
Yep.
really want to see from this Dream Squad. Like
Yep.
multiple players, like just it didn't feel like an option. Like the most consistent player I've seen do that is
Mhm.
Alicia Gray, where
Yeah.
you drive, you draw 2 or 3 defenders, and then obviously there's an open player and we're
Yep.
ready to go.
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
yeah,
And
like, it's just
I just
coming
saw
together.
another comment. Terrence, as do you feel like me here will be getting any playing time this Sunday?
Oh, I missed that one. Oh yeah, I see it now. I have no idea what's going on in that situation. No idea.
I have
Um,
questions too.
when did I ask her again? It was after. Yeah, it was after the first game, and I asked her after the game.
Mhm.
She
Yeah.
just said there's no injury concerns. It's just part of being a rookie and learning the system. It was something
Mm.
like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm, I'm
I'm.
not gonna make any assumptions or anything. Like
Uh-huh.
we hope she comes in. So much athleticism, but
Yes.
yeah,
I mean, I really, really want to see her out there. I feel like we don't even like we had that little sample size during the preseason, and she looked amazing. And
especially the
I don't.
Washington game.
Yes, that was like her coming out game almost. Like, it's like she could definitely do it on like she could do it on this level if we just find the time and the space for her to do what she can do. But I'm hoping in this game that we get some meet here time. I would love to see her go out there and do what she can do. So
I agree,
I'm hoping.
especially since it's like unofficial Gamecock days, both of those days. Like
Yeah.
I
It's so
forget what
many.
Don
It's gonna be
Staley
so
called the
many.
club, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
trying to get a lot of those fans coming to the Beaver game first and then the Aces.
Yeah.
I would really want her to get playing time in those. I already wanted
Yeah.
her in, but like,
Mhm.
oh, she's such a matchup problem. So yeah.
She is.
And
We
another
love
thing,
it.
like we talked about her getting like not as much playing time being a strength, but it can
Yeah.
also create more of a learning opportunity as well as far as like real
Mhm.
game time. That's you have fewer real time opportunities than the other players on this team.
Mhm.
Like she's going to be like an incredible player, but there could
Mhm.
be things she's learning on this level we're not seeing at practice
Yeah.
where we just want to tighten up some things. I don't know what exactly it could be. Like I think
Yeah.
again she looked good, like you said, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. We don't know exactly what it is, but hopefully, whatever it is, it won't prevent her from playing
Lakin,
in the future.
I know what you're saying too. She has it on the national team level too.
I mean, yes.
I'm just throwing out theories. So
Yeah.
nonsense
I'm
theories.
just. I'm ready to see it. I just want to
Me too.
see. Yeah, I just want to see more. Like, we just haven't had it this season yet. And sometimes I feel like, well, last year we didn't get a lot of knives early in the season either, and then towards the
That's
end of the
true.
year,
And
yeah, towards
yeah,
the end of the year we got more, and then she ended up starting a couple of games.
I
So
forgot about that.
Yeah,
Nas,
we didn't see a lot in the
she didn't
beginning.
play like the first couple games.
Yeah,
So
exactly. I mean, we all have that agenda, Lakin. We all have that agenda because, like,
and we had the same agenda
I'm a
with Nas
fan.
last season, wanting her to
Yeah,
get more playing
we
time.
did.
And I pulled
So,
up her stats really quick from last year.
uh-huh.
So she didn't play in her first game until 6-3 against the Sky. And the first game where she got over 10 minutes was June 15th. So,
yep.
yeah. So maybe there's nothing new to this. And it's just
It could just
part of the
be
strategy
that.
and stuff.
Yeah, it could be. You know, that just it happens from time to time. It just I'm kind of antsy because I want to see her play.
Me too. No,
I'm just
I'm not gonna
antsy.
lie. I'm
Yeah.
surprised that she hasn't played. I'm yeah.
Yeah.
I was not expecting it.
Yeah, because I just really want her out there. I really want her out there. So we'll see what happens, but I really do feel like it's time to kind of like integrate her into the rotation. I feel like
I
it's
agree.
time.
Next player I want to talk about, again, I brought them up the first game too, but AD has been showing off like popping off the screen to me in both games, like, and especially on the defensive, like both games there's been times where they're just getting into the play, like they know where to be to like cause a tie up. Like I've been really impressed with AD. You're starting to see flashes of what made them a lottery pick, and it's just so exciting to have them off the bench. Like,
yes,
I've been really impressed.
Yes, me too. Like I had questions about their defense going into the
Oh, me
season.
too. That's why I thought Leah was going to take that spot. Yeah.
Yeah. And they all played well, but I was like, man, 80 has switched into another gear. Like they really like put in work on both ends of the ball.
They really did.
I'm super excited because like the scoring is off the charts already, but the defense is catching up. And I am super excited because that was my only question. And they have actually been very consistent with their shooting too. It's looking good. It's looking
I
good.
would
It's looking
love
up.
that, Lakin. Man, it would be such a good feel-good story too.
Man,
if that did happen. And it's not that far of a stretch either. It really isn't. So
it's not.
Some hard competition. Rebecca Gardner's always coming for it since they've been here, but man.
Absolutely.
And I felt like Ari would have been in the conversation more last season if she didn't start like a good amount of games with Wheeler out. So, but I would be really happy for AD. Like, I feel like we want to going to Kubai. I feel like it's just part of Wright's philosophy, like having someone that you can put in if you need to in the front court. But yeah, like Mont Premier last season did not get a lot of playing time, and they didn't look bad. Like their offense was a little off, like, but they provided good rebounding, and I liked them on defense. And yeah, we just ran like primarily like 8-9 player lineups, and people got left out.
And it's unfortunate because I really did like what I saw from Kawhi.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought that she was killing it, but I mean, it's just trying to find out how to put all these great players into the rotation. And it hasn't been, we haven't found a way just yet, but I feel like I have.
It's gonna come. And Cappy, thanks for joining. But
yes, what's up, Cappy?
Yeah, and unfortunately, like, and again, I like Kubai too. She surprised me in like the preseason games we saw. I thought she played well in the opener and the match she got, but yeah, like every like knowledgeable Dream fan can see what's coming in late June, early July. Rupert is going to be coming back and taking that spot. So yeah. And again, if we had extended rosters, we definitely don't trade Leah Brown, and Kubai gets to stay with us. So, but I hope this leads to another opportunity for her. because there's some teams that could use some front court depth. So,
Man,
and yeah,
so
Repair is going to be really good. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
like a lot of Dream fans haven't been able to see her, but I got an Italian League subscription. She was so good. Like, and Cheyenne was injured for I want to say like a month-long duration. She just really stepped up. Like, I'm stunned that the Aces waived her. It's from what I remember, it was mutual, and Repair was wanting to go somewhere where she wanted playing time. So
yeah,
yeah,
and she deserved it. She deserved it,
and I hope she gets it with us. But man,
yeah.
it's intense competition for those minutes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
again, we talked about like it was going to be one of the most competitive positions. Who do you want at the 4? Because there were different times where players stepped up. Who do you want starting at the 4 right now? Obviously, we want Cheyenne in.
Of course. Man, honestly, I feel like that's Naz's job to take at this point.
I want it too. Yeah.
Because, like, I understand that everybody trying to figure out where to put Nia, but in my eyes, I feel like Naz does exactly what you need her to do at the 4. She rebounds. She block shots. Like, she can knock down that free throw line jumper. She's expanding her range out to the 3-point line. And she moves well, like, whether she's driving the lane or whether she's, you know, like on defense, she always moves her feet. So that's all. I say all that to say, like, it's just she does all the things that you want a 4 to do, and I feel like that is just I don't understand exactly why they haven't given her the shot, like, to just start again.
I know. When she did so much at the end of last season, I agree with you.
Like, I feel like that's her job.
Yeah.
I really
and
do.
Like, I feel like Mo's in second too. Like it's really close between Mo and Naz, and like Nia, there's times where she's like locked in, like she's able to knock down 3-point jumper. She's in the right position to get a block, and I feel like though there's more times where we don't get the stop that we need as much as when Naz and Monique are in than Nia right now. And I love Nia Coffee when she's on. It's just, again, this is the most like competitive position on the Dream right now is the 4 position. So yeah, I can see again what Amber was saying on Coffee being a 3. But there's not a lot of minutes there to be had unless
understand.
Yeah.
I really understand that. But it's like, again, that square peg trying to go in the round hole is just like, yeah, I see the vision. I see where y'all getting this from. But like, I understand you want to fit her in the lineup however you can. But like, you already got a log jam at the 4. Like, really, she could really play the 3 and the 2, honestly. So I feel like if you just mix her in there in the wing rotation a little bit more, you got playing time. But that's just me. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was saying earlier, like I just felt like she's just become so dependable. Like, again, Monique, we've always liked her defense and rebounding, but offensively, it hasn't been there as consistently as we'd like. And I feel like it's coming together for Naz. So
yeah, but you know what? You know what I like about Mo in the last game though? Like, she actually finished a couple of buckets.
No, she did. Like, and there was
at the rim. I
want to say it was like late third quarter. Like,
yeah,
she had a couple where like she had to do some tough shot releases. One where like her arm was just being dragged the entire time and she got it off. Like, yeah,
I love it.
So I like both of them, but I'm agreeing with the consensus here. It's between Mo and Naz, like splitting minutes right now. I've liked them a little more than Nia, even though I love Nia Coffee.
We love
like
Nia.
I was saying that she was going to be the leading rebounder for us going into the season.
Yeah,
but you know, I love, man. I just thought the big Naz jump was going to happen next season where you're going to see spurts. But I'm with you,
Man.
Amber. I want more. Like, she's earned it. Like, she's like one of the main reasons we came back in that second half. She was so gosh darn good. Like,
yeah, she pulled it together. She gave us buckets and spots where we didn't, like, we were stagnant, and that's huge. That's huge when you can get that from a player that's not really known for their offense.
yeah.
Like,
oh no, and we love Mobile too, Terrence. Like, yeah, like
we do love Mo. Yeah.
So both of them towards the, like, I feel like it's down to those two as far as
and
competing for the most minutes. Like, just I feel like Mo played around the amount that should have been played.
Yeah.
Looking back, but yeah, especially what we saw in the third quarter. Like, I think we need more Nas.
Yeah.
In that four. So, but man, that's just hard when there's not minutes for everybody.
I know that's
like a tough
the
decision has to be made. So
yeah, that's the main problem. We have so many like very super talented players at the same position, and like I understand like when you know when you're trying to find time for people that sometimes you go like somebody not going it's not gonna even out, like even though you wanted to, like it's only 40 minutes to spare. We only got 40 minutes, so we got to figure it out. But yeah,
and you asked like
find a happy medium.
The happy medium. The only way to play these players is for players like Kubai and Amir who would be getting minutes.
Yeah,
take up all those, and that's what we did last night. Like Coffee got 17 minutes, Naz and Monique got 19 minutes.
Yeah.
So it is a good problem. So
it is a great problem.
It's tough. So
yeah, it is.
But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Naz gets the start on Sunday, though.
Man, listen, perfect. First game back in Atlanta. That would be perfect.
Like she earned it. Like and like we were still sputtering at the beginning. Like we did that thing against the Wings where we brought it down, but unlike the second half of the Wings game, the Lynx went on a 10-0 run. Like we were down by 7, I think, and then they went on a 10-0 run, and but they were suddenly up by 17 again, like they were in the first half, and then Naz went off for getting 9 of the 11 Dream first points in that second half. Like I love what I saw from her. There was one possession where like she was swarmed on defense by her defender. I forget who was on her, but she just knew that she was going to get the bucket. Like she was like, "You're not going to stop me." And
exactly.
Like,
we love
man, that just makes me so excited. Like you mentioned, the shot right around the free throw line where there was no hesitation. She just drained it when she hesitated on it in the first half. Like, man.
Yep.
Yeah, bring me that Naz and Alyssa matchup. Like,
man, please. I want.
I'll be hating on Alyssa as much as Layla on that one for that matchup. I'm like, Naz, get her.
Man.
But,
man, and that's gonna suck for me on my fantasy team because she's on my fantasy
I have
team.
Nalissa on my fantasy team too on one of my teams. Like I love Nalissa's game. Yeah. I think her and Aaliyah are still gonna be a really good combo, but it ain't gonna be Sunday.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Is that what you're most worried about, by the way, for Sunday's game against the Fever?
What? My fantasy?
Huh? Oh no, not your fantasy. I'm meaning the Fever's front court, like the.
Of course.
The matchup that we're most concerned about. Yeah.
That front court matchup is going to be insane.
I agree
because we on paper might downplay it on our side of things, but like honestly, that's going to be like the 5 and the 4 is going to be insane. Aaliyah is such a talented being. Like she has everything that you want in a big, and then her ability to pass out of like double or triple teams.
Because she has so much experience with that from college.
She does, and she has such a high IQ.
Yeah.
That like even when you think you got her locked up, you don't.
I
You
agree.
don't. It's crazy. And
The
then
biggest
Melissa,
thing, getting her in the
mhm,
foul, like
yeah,
getting
you
her in the
have to
foul trouble.
get in foul trouble because
Man,
if you don't, man, you're gonna be in
yes,
trouble.
Terrence. I hope so. I hope so. And
Yeah,
Cheyenne,
I hope so
yeah,
too. Yeah, I hope Cheyenne gets loose and she goes crazy because I need her to. Because if like Aaliyah is so talented, she's
and
so
Cheyenne
talented.
is like all-star potential, but
Yeah,
I'm wanting to see two halves from her. Like I know, like
yeah, yeah.
she's getting close to our age range. Like mid-30s, getting
Mhm.
there. Like she
Yeah.
can't play like Ryan and Alicia minutes, but I wonder being able to make like a similar impact in the first and second half. Like I'd love to see
Yeah.
that. Finding like the
Yeah.
happy medium of like when to take her out and like
Mhm.
because we need her. Like she's
Yeah.
like oh.
Mhm.
So
She.
that's what I'm wanting to see more
Yeah.
of is just like seeing Cheyenne's impact in every spurts in every quarter, where like we can
Mhm.
see her fingerprints on the game. Because sometimes
Yeah.
like
Definitely.
it just seems like we don't go to her as much, or she's not like feeling it in the game as much and everything. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
She's gonna put it together. I'm
definitely,
not
and
as
especially
concerned
since we
about
have
her.
more talent. So
Yeah. Like I'm not as concerned about her having like not being able to like carry over from one half to the other. I'm not like super like concerned about it because it's just getting back into that game shape because she is coming off an injury and she still get acclimated back into like her season over here. So and then plus being a mom on top of all of that, so she got a right to be tired, but like she'll pull it together. Like I'm not as concerned about her. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough matchup. But I really see like Atlanta just running away with it. I really do.
I hope so too. One thing I want to say about the Fever though, when it clicks,
Mhm.
it's gonna
Yes.
click. I had them at 6 for a
Mhm.
reason. Like the talent is there,
Mhm.
but they just have so many new faces that they're trying to integrate in. There's obviously
Yeah.
going to be some trouble waters before you get there,
Oh yeah.
but I still
Mhm.
think they're a playoff team. Like there's definitely in a division above Minnesota and Seattle. Like I don't think they're
Yeah.
focused on being a lottery team. They have the
Mm-mm.
pieces they need already in multiple positions. Like I think it's gonna click. Like you said, Amber, yeah. I hope we run away in this one, but it's not gonna
Yeah.
be the same way. Give it to like their fifth game and yeah, they're
Yeah. We
they're
might.
gonna surprise some people.
I feel like I'm not so like I did push them into the opening weekend before like that ranking
Yeah, you had them at
that week.
eighth.
I had them at 8 that time, and then I
Yeah,
pushed them back down a little bit
me too.
because
Yeah, because it's
yeah,
not
they
looking good
dropped a few spots.
right now. They're yeah.
Yeah, and the thing about it is like it's not that I don't see the vision of them like actually probably like knocking on the door at some point, but it's just right now, like I can see it going in a different direction, but I'm still just not ready to like ring the alarm on them making the playoffs. I can't do it yet. Maybe mid season I'll feel different, but they do have such a talented roster,
And like, and that's the
and
position I'm
yeah,
most worried about too. Like, because they set the
right.
pace, same as for us. We
Oh yeah,
have
exactly,
talent,
exactly.
including at point guard, but like
That's
it
my
just
main
the rhythm
question.
has not been there. And yeah,
Yeah,
for the Fever,
it's
it's
just not
especially
there.
showing up. So yeah,
Yeah, and I love Weezy. I know I love E Weezy, but it's just like I don't know exactly what's going on with her. Like the tempo is just you can see she's out of it for some reason. I just don't like the last couple of
yeah,
years. It just hasn't flowed for me.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
it just hasn't flowed for me. But hopefully,
It comes
you
together.
know,
And
it comes
another thing that
together.
doesn't help, I agree. The three position has been a struggle point too. Whether it's Vivian's, whether
Mhm.
it's Hall, it
Yeah.
still hasn't come together. And like I think that's going to change too. I'm more bullish
Mhm.
on Lexi. I really liked what I saw in AU, and I think it's going to come together. So we'll see. Really quick, though, I want to go back to Cheyenne. I'm going to play, that clip from Shepard, but I want you to focus on Cheyenne instead of Shepard.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Top of the key, and now Gray. She's the leading scorer with 24 points tonight. What a play by Mitchell, defensively knocking it away. Tiffany Mitchell, fantastic on the defensive end. And now she finds Shepard. Jessica Shepard puts a move on travel. Oh, no.
Okay, for some reason, I can't see it when I play it, but did it play all the way through?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Now, did you see that closeout defense by Cheyenne?
That's the reason. That's what tripped her up. Honestly, I saw that in real time.
Amber, I'm not gonna lie.
Shepard,
I did not see that in real time. I was cackling. I was like, "What the heck happened?"
I can see how you missed it, friend. Because honestly, when I saw her close out like that, I was like, man. Like, it did two things. For one, it made her second guess, and that's what caused the turnover.
Yeah. No, because, she thought she had time. She had a step. Cheyenne closed out so fast.
It was so quick. So quick. Then also, if you're Shepard, before you make that turnover, just go up with the ball. There's no reason to bring the ball down.
All. You're already close enough when Mitchell made that pass. Up. I agree. But I see where she was coming from. She thought she just had an easy fast break layup and could take it all the way. But again, Cheyenne had her back turned and she just closed that out so fast. I'm not as mad at Shepard now for
let me tell you, I'm still mad because one, she was wide open. Two, if she had went up, she sold the fake. Go up with it. Why are you bringing the ball down?
Yeah.
As a big, it's hard to keep the ball high, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing putting the ball on the floor? I don't understand. She would have been fouled.
But Cheyenne made a great play. Just went with the team mantra, no quit.
At all.
Man.
I loved it. I was like, how? The way Cheyenne zoomed into in the frame is hilarious to me. Because I'm like, bro, she was way back there. She just ended up right at the rim.
And since Lakin opened the can.
Okay. What's up?
Let's talk about Lynx minutes.
Oh, God.
Because let's start with a player we're not as big of a fan of on here. But AP was cooking us.
She was.
We were not able to guard her. She was having her way. She had 10 points in 9 minutes. And I saw the quote after. She had a couple good practices, so she earned a little more minutes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she cost all that money. You don't want to sit her on the bench, so. That's what I'm thinking about.
If I was a cocky player, you know what I respond to that with? If I were Ariel, the Allen Iverson.
Oh God, we talk about practice. Not the game. Practice.
I understand. Wanting to give Diamond Miller as many minutes as possible, she's the future rookie.
Mm-hmm.
But there could have been other decisions made on who goes out. I didn't like their lineups at all.
They were bad. I don't know what Reed got going on over here.
There were times where I felt like we weren't only going. I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the first half, I thought we were going to do the same thing against the Wings, and this time, we were going to end up blowing them out. At times, it felt like it was going to be moving that direction. We just didn't quite bring it together.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like their decisions at all.
No. It's crazy.
Yeah, love me or let me leave. She said she's not, but
that's BS. Don't believe nothing that comes out
The
of her
Storm
mouth.
and Lynx are competing.
They are. They're trying to see who's gonna be worse this year, and that's fine.
And both of them are going to have Rookie of the Year candidates because they're going to get so much playing time. At least they better. So, but what I think happened, and I know I'm wrong, but AP was going a little too much off, and she's like, hold up. This is supposed to be one of the better teams in the league. This is one I have circled for lottery purposes. Let's take her out.
Bro, I can't. I'm not doing this.
Which, by the way, we earned this win. I want to say that, like, us talking about Lynx lineup, like, we made the shots and plays that we needed to. Everybody, like, this is the most competitive league to get into.
It is.
WNBA. Everybody that's here is, like, the best in the world when you get there and everything. But I wouldn't have done it the same way with those and stuff. So
absolutely not. Like I said, I don't know what Cheryl is doing over there, but I don't trust her. I never have. I never will. It is
Cappy. There are teams that try it. Every sport I've watched, there are teams that try it from the get-go.
Man,
like, you know
for real,
what?
they do.
It's time. It's time.
But
and the odds aren't even that great. Like,
the
team with the worst odds does not win that often. Like, with the best odds does not win that often. Like the Ryan draft. You know, the team that was in fourth place, that was not the dream, but we still got the draft Ryan. But the team that was in fourth got the pick. Like, you just never know what's going to happen. I'm sorry, Lakin. Every time that comes up, we gotta talk about it.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be pissed.
But
I mean, she was right there for the grabbing. Like, it was
timeout though. Shakira Austin is my gosh.
Shakira is looking amazing. Her and Slim. I've been telling y'all about Slim. Slim is coming to play. But Shakira, listen.
Yeah. That team's going to be good. I'm not worried that they got swept by the Sun, which they've been looking pretty good too. But yeah.
Man.
And that's what I want to get to. Like, obviously right now, we're not a top 5 team. Like, we have not shown the same amount as your Sparkies, the Liberty, Mystics, Sun, and definitely not the Aces. Like, Cappy, I didn't know this though. Oh, if you're talking about what I'm talking, you may be talking about the Shepherd comment. But I had the dream number 2 in my first power rankings, and I hope we get back there. I hope they prove me right.
I know. I want to be proven right too. I definitely saw them.
You had them at 3.
Top 3. Yeah. In my first ranking, they were number 3, and they were number 3 for a reason.
But one thing I love that we agreed on: Liberty at 4. We both don't buy them.
I don't buy them at all. They have not shown me anything that would. And the real reason that the Liberty will not succeed the way people expect them to is because of their coach.
I have not heard this take yet on the TL. Okay.
Yeah, Brondello is not like, she's not a brilliant coach. She's a good coach, but she's not like a brilliant coach. Like, she hasn't shown anything that we haven't seen before. I've just never been sold on her being a coach. Like, when she's won, like the one time she won a championship was like really, like, she was given like an incredible team, and the league is totally different. Like, it's just like her rotations are always like doing it, and I don't see it. She's not the right type of coach to take them over the edge. It reminds me of when Lambeer was the coach of the A team. And that year when they went wobble season to the finals, and they got swept, and they shouldn't have gotten swept. But if time he relinquished control, Becky Hammond goes in and wins the championship. Just saying. She's a relic. She's a relic in the game.
And
it's how, that's just how I see it.
And I agree with the chat on Dolson as well. Like,
oh god,
I've never seen her as like I want Han getting more minutes. So Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's just
But
you can't teach size, but she doesn't use her size well. That's all I gotta say about Dawson.
yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
and
Marine
what
is
was it
supposed
going
to
to
be
go
back.
to? Let me or love me or let me leave. What's the fun in waiting until it's logical to come up with power rankings? Like, what's the fun in that?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
we're doing them every week, and then it'll make more sense
Exactly.
after 10 games. I
Yeah,
agree that
it
we'll know
will.
more about the teams, but it's more fun to have outlandish takes, and then you just get,
Man.
yeah.
Not Cappy, you're absolutely right. She is going to Kimbe's route. She is less talented. You're absolutely right. They neither one of them use their size to their advantage. Like not
I'm
truly.
not watching this game live on Saturday, but
Mm-hmm.
Sun by double digits. They won't be able to hang.
I can
They will not be able to
listen.
hang.
No, they won't.
They
It's
just
gonna
swept
be
the
so
Mystics, who
apparent.
I had as the second team, and like
Yes.
the Sun look good. I can't.
Too.
Yeah,
Really crazy. It's crazy, but like that's the absolute truth. They're gonna get run off the floor, and it's gonna be funny. Like everybody's gonna have their think pieces. And yes, like I know I wasn't impressed by her dropping 45 on the fever either. I said that time it happened, I was like, okay, and like you're supposed to beat them.
yeah. Like they're clearly not in sync, and they kept they're another team that kept their starters in way more than they should have been played.
Yeah,
like,
they were playing like the fourth quarter. I'm like, why? Why? We had her points in the first 3 quarters, so like,
and because the chat like was encouraging to keep the announcers on, I heard them say they should put Stewie back in. Like,
for what?
it was just because
Like
they
for
wanted her to
what?
break the record. So,
Okay, like
but
no.
Stewie was gonna be like, we knew she was gonna be good. Like,
Yeah, she's supposed to
yeah,
be. She's the second place player in the world. Like I second, and that's fine. Like she doesn't have to be first. That's Asia, but like her dropping 45
and Ryan is
on a
coming
team
for
that
it.
exactly.
So,
The crazy thing, like they feel them chomping at her heels, and it's like, but Stewie, you're still great. Like a lot of
yeah,
players will like if they that like the accolades that she has is like, girl, people would kill for that resume. There's no reason to do all this barking and biting at this point in your career. Like what do
yeah,
you have to prove? I don't understand.
yeah.
Like you, that girl,
Oh,
we've
Cappy, it
agreed.
hurt my feelings too. I did not want to lose to
Yes,
Dallas. I did not want to lose
no,
to
me
Dallas,
either.
but it's in the past. It's all
Yes.
right. It's just part of learning. Again, this was the comeback part of the season. You know what?
Mhm.
I love analogies and doing things for a purpose, like I was talking about at
Mhm.
AU. Coach Wright
Yes.
wanted to show us the difference between
Mhm.
last season, this season. Last season, like that first game, like we would fall way behind, and then we make that comeback, but we couldn't quite pull it off. So then she showed us again in the second game. They're like, hey, but watch this, we're different.
Uh-huh.
And then we won. So now that point has been established to the fan base. We know we can come back now and finish it off. So now we're gonna play
Man,
4
leave it to
quarters.
Josh, boy. Leave it to Josh.
So just
Leave
watch
it
out
to
for
Josh.
Sunday. We're gonna play 4 quarters now.
Sure. We'll roll with that. But like honestly though, like I'm very excited to see what we do. I feel like we're gonna go out there and kill them.
Lakin, I really hope so. Yeah.
Man. Listen. That
Happy,
when
I was talking out my butt, so
of course. Per usual.
per usual is right.
Like
A lot of
honestly,
the time.
Yeah, that dream Laker well shoot, not Laker, but Liberty sweep is gonna be amazing.
I really
wait.
hope so. I really hope so, man.
Yes.
Oh, I know we don't play them for Yeah, actually, we played them coming up a part of that stretch. So,
Mm-hmm.
oh, and you know how I said like the first 4 games will be crucial. I've moved on. I have a different philosophy.
Okay.
I want to have a winning record each 5 games, as many times as possible. So, have that 8 times. If we, do that at least 4 times, we're a playoff team. If we do it more than that, we're in really, really good shape. Because there's just too many. Like, I have like a bottom 2, but after that, it's close. And the Sky have impressed me. Like, Mabry was out. They were still doing their thing. The Izzy injury was really unfortunate. I hope she's able to get back soon, because when she gets back, like, the other pieces are fitting more than I was expecting. So Will like is looking like a starter again. Like, it looks like she's rejuvenized like it in Chicago.
Absolutely.
And the Chicago's with a K. But yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a really entertaining game. And we played them after the Fever. So yeah. There's just not a lot of gimmies. So if we if we win more, like, and this could be really simple, forgive me, but if we win more than we lose every 5 games, we're gonna be in good shape.
Yeah.
So,
we'll be in great shape.
So
I'm with it. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see it.
Whew, but keys for next game. Turnovers.
Oh God, yes.
Please, like the first half, especially of both games.
Oh,
there were so many.
Oh, my God. I was so over all the turnovers. My God. They were awful.
No going over 5 minutes without getting a bucket. That's another thing I'd like to see.
Yep.
No prolonged cold spurts.
And
give Nas the start.
Absolutely.
Those are
I feel like those are great keys, friend. I feel like they are. Because, like, honestly, it's looking like, we just need some little tweaks to happen, and that'll help it flow better, especially on offense. But yeah, I need consistency on defense for one. I need consistency on defense. They played so well in the second half, but like I don't want any open shots. Like I want everything contested.
I know
so many players that are so long.
I agree.
Can play great individual defense. I need them to play team defense. Can you do that for me?
In the first game, like I completely agreed with you on Arike. Like I thought we guarded her well. She just went Arike in the first half.
Yeah.
The player that drove us nuts was Satu, who was got whatever look she wanted the entire game. So
open.
Yeah.
Wasn't she like 7 for 9 or something crazy? I'm like,
something crazy like
most
that.
Most of them was threes. Most of them were threes.
So
yeah.
Sunday is when we tighten up. And again, I've liked us having the buys because we really get the practice.
Yes.
Watch film, and we'll be good to go when we enter like our time when we're playing games every 2 days. Like we're gonna be fine. I think
exactly. We are.
I think Sunday is gonna be a good game, Amber. Help make it loud. And again, no excuses for any games not being a sellout. I'm glad that initiative is happening for these first 5 games. It needs to continue.
Yeah.
But
that's what
we need to force having a bigger arena. It's we're going to force it this season. So,
Uncle Larry, like you've heard our request a million times, we're going to say it a million times more. But it's a great sign that everything is selling out. Like, I know the home opener is sold out already. And the game against the Aces is sold out as well. I might have an extra ticket if y'all want to hit me up in my DMs. Best offer wins.
I wish I could hit you up on that.
Yeah, I know. I got one extra ticket. So if y'all want it, let me know. But yeah, like I'm it's trending towards we're gonna have that thing sold out all year, and that's perfect. That'll show that there's a want and a need for this team. So, like, come on, get that money, man. Get the money.
I just need the Dream to beat the Fever comfortably and beat the Sky. I don't care how we beat the Sky now. It doesn't have to be comfortably with how they've been playing. But we win those 2 games, and I'm going to start talking,
big shit. Yeah, and I'm with
yeah,
that.
Yeah, including the
Don't
aces.
worry, I'll
I'm just
say
going
it for
to...
you, friend. I'll say it for you, friend.
Thanks.
I got your back. But yeah, it's gonna be a wang dang doodle. I can't wait.
Can't wait either. And I just want to end with the other highlights I have on here: the feeds to Nas from Haley and Ari, and then the Ari game winner, and then we'll conclude from there. So Haley to Nas, play that first.
And the crossover gets the shot away. Defensive rebound though to Jones. And here's Ryan Howard still with just 2 points, 1 for 8 shooting.
Just having to dribble a lot when she gets in there, and there's just not a lot of flow right now. There it is. There's the movement that Atlanta needs. Caught Minnesota a little bit sleep on the...
Beautiful. I love it. That's what I want more of.
Too.
I want more of that. Like, can we please, can I have some more? Like, come on, man. That was a beautiful feed.
And Ari showed it at times too. I think, like, watching it again, I saw something that just triggered something for me. Like, we just need more movement at the point guard position too. Like, taking the initiative and, like, getting in position for that right read instead of making one off the get-go and everything. Like, that's something I want to see more of. Like, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. That was a beautiful feed.
This was a beautiful feed by Ari to Nas. Like, I thought this was, like, her best pass of the season so far.
But Atlanta is not going quietly here. McDonald, the nice pass to Hillman.
And that has been the problem in the third quarter for Minnesota.
Yum.
Easy, like, guaranteed bucket when it gives Nas that shot right there. Like, man.
Love it.
And then, of course, the game winner from Ryan passing to Ari. Like, this was a great play.
We stay tied. Howard on the wing, guarded by Mitchell. Kicks it out to McDonald. Ari McDonald with a huge three-pointer.
Wow. That's a bold, big shot for Ari McDonald.
And I think you were with me on this, Amber. I think everybody in the building thought that Ryan was going to take that shot.
Yeah.
Like, she was going to drive in there, and like, everybody had swarmed. Like, it was so fun. And then, like, I also like the confidence from Ari to pop that up when she was open because they haven't been falling as much as she's wanted to. Like, man. It was...
They thought.
Man.
But, well, my girl, she made the right read. That's the thing. They, like, because they have a person on their team that would rather take that shot, a contested shot like that. I mean, they think that all players want to do that. Even though Ryan is the scorer because she's a big dog. She kicked that out and made the right read, and it was the right play.
She really did. And that's what I'm most impressed with Ryan and Alicia, the two people that are supposed to be our most elite scorers. They're also the best ones that have been making the right reads as far as passing and everything. So, yeah.
Lakers, stop. I'm already
just one
being
person.
bad enough. Yeah, it's not just one. It's a few. And yes, Cappy, she does trust her, and that's a beautiful thing amongst teammates. Is trust. If you trust that your teammate is gonna make this shot, you pass it. You pass it up. You pass up a good shot for a better shot. So I love it.
Yeah, me too.
That's
something I want to see. Yeah, let's add a number 4. When we drive to the paint, don't just commit to be staying in the paint.
Yes.
Look for the outside pass.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Look for the outside pass. Like, it's that driving kick, it kills teams. Like, if they would just commit to it, man.
We'd be taking that next
step. You got shooters. Exactly. You got shooters. Nia's out there, especially in the corner. Nia's gonna knock that shit down every time. She can shoot it. Everybody can shoot that. So Come on, let's make it happen.
Yeah, I agree. And AD is knocking down that shot too.
Yes.
Like, man, again, like
You got so
I'm
many
liking
options.
how our roster's coming together. So
I love it.
I'm ready for it.
Yes.
But yeah, can't wait for Sunday. We're gonna be watching games on playback leading up to it, so be sure to join us for that fun.
Yeah, pop in. Have fun
Tomorrow
with us.
is Sparks Aces.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. They're either going to make me a
I'm gonna be
believer
praying.
or I'm going to be like, I want to hold off on them a little more like I've been doing. But if they keep it a single digit game, I'm willing to put the Sparks in the top 5 if they can hang in there with them.
I'm going to say only a couple things about that.
Okay.
Number one, this is the Aces that we're talking about. But yes, if they do keep a single digit game, that is a great sign. But just like you weren't worried about the Mystics losing twice to the Sun, don't get too overly excited if they lose twice to the Aces. I'm just saying.
It depends how they lose, Amber. It depends how they lose.
Okay, I could do that. I could do that. But yeah, that 3-point guard lineup, I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel.
I want to ask, by the way, really quick, we'll end on this.
Okay.
Have you heard anything on Azare?
I have not currently.
Okay.
I hope she's gonna be ready to go, but if she's not, I mean, I don't know.
And I hope Zaya's ready to go too, because man, she aged in the like 20 minutes that she played. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
yeah, the Aces are tough. Yeah, the Aces are tough.
We got some fun things coming up. Oh, and the first games on Ion, and I've loved like their social media presence so far. Like they're making this their main thing. So I'm just,
I love it.
I'm holding off from being all the way enthusiastic until I see who's calling the games. I need to see who's calling these games.
Fair. That's fair.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been going to Auntie Cheryl's Twitter page. I've been going to Catch's page to see if they were gonna give a little insight. I have not seen anything. Like it's completely unknown on who's doing this. They're keeping it under wraps. So I'm hoping that it's because it's something really exciting, and then they announce it that day. Like we got these people.
Yeah. I'm excited to see. I would love for her to be Auntie Cheryl. I really would, because you know how much I love her.
She was so fun at AU, and then Catchings is such a great storyteller. Like
both of them, because they got such high IQs. Like they were such great players.
Lakin,
like two of the best ever.
I don't have my tomato in here, but no. I want NFT is the Commissioner's Cup because that's sponsored by Coinbase or something. But
don't remind
the only thing I'll accept, and I'll accept it begrudgingly. But yeah,
man. But yeah,
why'd you?
I'm excited. I would hope it's one of them. I would hope it's one of them because I love both of them so much.
Me too.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. This was fun. Again, like the chat makes this so much more fun. Like your questions and comments. We appreciate you all. We'll probably be back on Monday because doing it on playback wasn't as fun as on here.
It just wasn't
type of thing, so wasn't clicking. But yeah, so join us for some WNBA action Thursday through Saturday, and then it's another dream game on Sunday. And I'll have to be without Amber. I'll bear, but we pull off a double-digit win.
Yes, of course, as always, Kathy. You know that's where we at. We love to be on Twitter.
We are on there way too often.
Send us all your mess. Everybody, send us all your mess.
I am Lakin. It happened once. They did it to Amber. So, and I'm at ENFP_hoops. So, but
exactly.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Talk to you all throughout the week. Have a good night.
Of course. All right. See you later.
Bye.